We're here on St. Charles Avenue, and you see the St. Charles Avenue streetcar going by there. St. Charles Avenue is about 7 miles long. It's also the major route for the Mardi Gras parade. You can, if you look closely, you can see the beads that are hanging on the power line and in some of the live oak trees. The parades actually start a little further up, a little bit past Napoleon, and they work their way downtown in this direction all the way to Canal Street. And the St. Charles Avenue, by the way, the streetcar line there is the oldest continuously operating streetcar line in the country. And the avenue is lined with a number of what you would call mansions in the 1800s, starting in the Garden District, which is a little bit further down toward downtown from where we are now, in the 1820s, 1830s, and 40s. And then as the avenue progressed a little further up, other mansions started to be built. And most of these are private residence today, but this is actually one of the old mansions that you can walk into. The Columns Hotel is now a boutique hotel with 20 rooms. Also a great place to eat, maybe a little brunch, little lunch or dinner. And you can actually walk in and actually see some of the splendor of what these magnificent houses. This house, by the way, built by a guy by the name of Simon Hernsheim, who owned the LaBelle Cigar and Tobacco Company. His house built in 1883, Thomas Sully, the architect. And National Historic Places register, and as you walk in, you can kind of see some of the magnificence of, this is, a lot of this stuff is the original. A lot of these places had center hallways and then parlors on both sides. Very high ceilings. Of course, no air conditioning when these houses were built, and the high ceilings, of course, heat rises, so it makes it a little bit cooler. A fantastic bar here inside. By the way, this hotel in 1978, this was actually in a movie called Pretty Baby. It was a brothel. And Pretty Baby was a movie starring a 12-year-old Brooke Shields. And you can see the poster. It depicted the red light district in New Orleans, which was, of course, Storyville. That was downtown. But these are some of the scenes from the movie that are located here in the bar. And if you ever have a chance, this great Victorian bar and this mahogany staircase here. And the skylight there. So if you're ever, maybe you're staying downtown, maybe you're in the French Quarter, take the streetcar uptown, and between, just after Louisiana Avenue, you could stop at the Columns Hotel. And then maybe venture a little bit further up St. Charles Avenue. So if you ever have a chance to maybe want to walk in one of these old mansions, the Columns Hotel is one of these places that you can walk into because it is now it's now a hotel. It used to be just simply one of the private residences along St. Charles. I'm Munson Chauvin for New Orleans Walks. You can check out my website and go to neworleanswalks.tours for more information and dig deeper into the history of New Orleans.